Hello, everybody. Wait. Shit. Okay, hello, everybody. I am the fucking bear. Oh, dear. Ah, my eyes are blurry. So, are you even like... I'm gonna look up the lore on her. Like I said, I don't normally care about the lore. I want to find out what the fuck her deal is. Why is she no talking? I feel sorry for her. I'm sure there's... Apparently I died here. How did I die here? I don't know. Apparently... I don't know. I'm sure there's like a lore reason for why... Like, I know that the shrine peoples has to do the shrine where the fires go out and then the world gets all darkified or some shit. That's the extent of what I know about the lore. Beyond that, I don't have a fucking clue. I do feel sorry for people in that situation, and I'll clarify something. I think I said a thing before. And I'll clarify that, like, and I think I already clarified, so I don't know why I'm clarifying again. But I do get that if I was able to talk to her, and like I'll put it like this: within this situation, outside of the fact that you don't know anything about the Chosen Undead, you don't, and I believe they left that. I believe I heard they left that ambiguous on purpose, so you can kind of fill in your own stories of who you are, since you're supposed to be like kind of role playing or whatever. But outside of not knowing who he is and why he's here, I feel like in a realistic situation with the Firekeeper basically trapped down there knowing that she can't ever leave or else bad shit happens, in my opinion, in a realistic situation, your character would be like, hey, you've, like, helped me a fuck ton. You, reinforced my shit and all that. You want to chat? I know you can't talk, but, like, I could chat. You could nod and shit. I could bring you snacks. And I'm not gonna hide the fact that a part of my statements comes from the basic fact that I want to fuck her. I don't even know what she looks like. But I'll say that even if it was a dude Firekeeper, which, why are all the Firekeepers women? Is there a lore reason for why all the Firekeepers are the women's? There's gotta be some sort of symbolism there. There's gotta be. Anyway. I do get that allowing me to do that, like allowing me to have what I like a more realistic situation of being able to like like being able to do things like talk to her and stuff like you'd be able to in a realistic situation of this world would distract from like the way the lore, like the atmosphere, that's the word I wanted. It would take away from that. So at times you have to suspend what would realistically happen in order to fit with the theme and the feel you're going for in the game. You get what I'm saying? And that's fine. I get that. I can dig that. I'm gonna just give me a second. Okay. I felt as if, almost as if there was like, without like those things were sticking out. And the last time I was there, I It was like when I was still exploring and I had a lot of items and souls and stuff, and I didn't want to lose my souls. Now, I think that it would be kind of a cool mode if when you died you lost all your items too. That's just my opinion. I played this game years ago, and I'd love to play it again. I'd love to find a copy. It was called The Tower of Druaga, or Nightmare of Druaga. Something Druaga, derogatory Druagas. I don't know. But it was like a roguelike thing, but it had this really cool system. And I remember it did the whole thing that some games do when they don't want you to be able to renege on your choices, where you have to save it and then shut off the game. You can't just shut off the game, and you get one freebie. And what's cool is if you know that, like going into it, you could basically save that freebie for a time when you really need it. But you get one freebie where the goddess of time, or whatever the fuck she is, will get pissed at you, but will still let you keep your shit. Won't punish you. And I remember she makes you take an oath, and she's like, you know, it's like she says something about the chains of fate or something like that. I'm just going to use the term chains of fate because I can't remember the exact term she used. But oh shit, I didn't transient. But basically she says, she's like telling you not to sever the chains of fate, and then she's talking. They actually acknowledge the fact that sometimes you might accidentally turn your game off for reasons other than just trying to go back on your save. And she actually says, I swear that you promise you will not get your legs tangled up in the chains of fate and accidentally unplug them. And I always thought that was really funny. I like clever writing in games. I really do. I really do. But anyway, I'd love to play that game again. If I can get a hold of a copy, I'll honestly do a Let's Play of that, because I like that game. It had this really cool system. I can understand why some people might think it's annoying. But basically, each level had like a golden, platinum, whatever chest that could open. But it had the most obscure shit for what would cause it to open. And the reason I don't have a problem with that is it was perfectly possible to beat the game without ever opening a single one of those. Like, the items you get in there, the unique weapons you get, they were cool, but they weren't necessary to beat the game. And I think obscure shit is fine as long as it's not necessary to beat the game. But like they would have the most obscure shit for opening. Like, one had like you had to walk around a specific tree 5 times. Another was like you had, I believe there was one where you had to kill all the bats in the area before killing any other enemies, which, you know, given the way the game worked, was kind of difficult because you had to run past all the other enemies and fight the bats and everything. But anyway, I do think that I think that like maybe a mod like this exists. I would actually like to, I'm gonna look into like if there's been any modding for this game other than like the DS fix. I know that the second game had some modding. I remember Anna made me get a mod. Oh god, this is one of the things I like to hold up in combat of people that, you know, want to cry about big boobs being sexist. I'm just gonna state an obvious fact. Anna had huge boobs. She had huge fucking boobs. And when I was playing, I've actually played through Dark Souls 2 like 5 times, because for all of its flaws, it made for a great casual game. I know that's gonna sound weird given what kind of game it was, but it did make for a great casual game, in that once you'd played through it once, it made for a great game to just kind of relax, maybe turn the sound down and put some music on, and just enjoy yourself. And I decided to play a Pyromancer once, and I never finished this playthrough, because then I what I would do is I'd get bored with one playthrough and I'd start another playthrough as another class. And then once I started my dual wielding class, my dual wielding playthrough, that kind of took up everything. And I just really started enjoying that. But anyway, when I did my Pyromancer, on a whim, I decided to make my character female and name her Anna. And For those that don't know, Anna's actually played and beaten Demon Souls and Dark Souls. She actually did. And I hold that up as a triumph, and that was one of my proudest moments for her, because as many probably don't know, she had MS, and it really fucked with her reflexes and her motor skills, so it made the games a lot harder for her than it would be for other people. So the fact that she persevered and still played through them and beat them, that's just, you know, that's amazing to me. And I do recognize that she actually probably did that. She even told me that the reason she started playing them is that she knew how much I loved them. And she wanted me to cheer her on. I wish I had on camera. She didn't play it on camera, but I wish I had her rage at the flame lurker. But anyway, she got annoyed because when I was creating her character, basing like the looks and everything on her, I might actually be able to drudge that up someday, because I know I still have all, like, Steam keeps all your save files for everything. So if I ever get a chance to reinstall Dark Souls 2, I can bring up that character and show you guys. But when she saw that I couldn't make her boobs bigger, she got annoyed by it. And then I said, actually, I think there's a mod that lets you adjust your character's body beyond like what it can usually look like. Oh, I died. And she said, get that. And so I did. And so I made the character a lot shorter than you can usually make them. And I gave her big boobs, because that's pretty much what Anna was. She was a midget with huge tits. I'm not joking. She was like I think she was like 2 inches from being legally classified a midget. Which is fine, because I like short girls. But the funny thing is that it actually kind of fucked with the game, because making her so short kind of caused some issues with the scripting and everything, and then sometimes I'd fall through floors and shit. But anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, I meant to say something at the beginning of this episode. I meant to say a thing! You may notice that I seem a little more loopy than usual. I just got done filming some Drunk Half-Life. So, for reference, it's the session where, I moved on to Blue Shift. So the session where I moved on to Blue Shift, is the session that is now leading to me playing this. Because I realized that I could not physically stand up any longer, so I decided to sit down and play this. So, I'm still unsure of where to go. That's why I'm just exploring this some more. And I know I could just switch to my Diviny Scimitar. But until I run low on curses, since I think this is pretty much the only area in the game you even need them, I'll worry about that later, since I don't think it'll do as much damage. Now, I keep forgetting that I believe I can take a shortcut now. Keep forgetting that. Here, and then drop to here, and then go up. Not actually much of a shortcut, just lets me skip one single room, but that's cool. Now, I'm wondering if these actually serve a purpose. Like, if them screaming maybe buffs the other ones or some shit. Oh no! Don't do that. Cause see, I'm actually wanting to think that now that I got the Artorias ring thing, this is actually the next place I need to go. Because I believe after you fight the 4 king peoples, that actually leads into you then, isn't... I actually almost want to think that after you beat the 4 kings is when the golden doors open. I could be way off on that. It's either when that's either when the golden doors open or when Beetlejuice awakens. And I know his name is Frampy. I'm calling him Beetlejuice. Leave me alone. One thing I think is weird is that is that you have a sheath for your sword, but you never use it. It's when you switch to your other weapon. It like yeah. No. I don't even know why I'm still exploring this. Because I feel like I, really cleared the area, didn't I? Wait, no. Nope. Is that... That's not it yet. Give me a moment. Bloop. And bloop. Feeling dizzy. See, it's a bad combination when it comes to alcohol for me. And what I mean by that is that I'm a lightweight. I think in the time David has known me, he's probably come to learn that I'm a lightweight. I don't think that news is going to come as a surprise to him. But that runs in odds with my preferences. See, I've learned something about myself, and I've just come to terms with it. When I drink, I become real. I've noticed that in any session of anything where I've been drinking, I kind of take limits off the things I'll usually talk about. And I used to try to kind of keep myself from doing that, but I've kind of stopped caring if I do that or not. So I'll just be honest with you. I'm 33? 32? I'm a 30. I'm in my early 30s. I don't know how old I am. Is that weird? Like, is that weird to not know how old you are? I'm being completely honest. Is it weird to not generally... I've been like that most of my life. Is it weird to not generally have an idea how old you are? Because I've the thing is, I've never ran into a situation where it mattered. I don't smoke, so that whatever age... I think it's some age where you have to be able to smoke. And for a long time I didn't drink, and most of the stuff that happens when you reach certain ages didn't apply to me. So I never really... I don't know how old I am. Is that weird? I know I'm 32 or 33. It's one of those.
How can I?
Yeah, I just...
I am the god. I watch over the dark race. They were born for that is...
I want you to tell me how to play the game is what I want from you. So, you know? Anyway. So, for a variety of reasons, one of them being having a very abusive stepdad, I didn't drink most of my life until I met David. And he turned me into an alcoholic. I'm going to say something very real. Okay? And I don't know if this is something I should be saying. I don't usually know if the things I say is something I should be saying until after I'm no longer under the influence. I think the reason why meeting David led me to drinking, and I know this sounds like a bad thing. I met this guy and I had to start drinking alcohol to deal with him. No, I think the reason why is that for the first time in my life, I knew someone that drank on a somewhat regular basis, but was a good father. And that's a combination that I have never seen, unfortunately, in the experiences I've had in life. And I think that kind of, I don't know, took away a lot of the hesitation I'd always had towards ever trying to drink. So, but something I learned about myself, which is probably a side effect of the fact that I never drank, but I'm a severe lightweight, which is at odds with the fact that I tried a lot of things over time. Okay? I tried many things when I finally decided I was going to start, trying to drink alcohol. And I learned a few things. I learned that I hate beer. With a fiery fucking passion, I hate beer. It's the most disgusting tasting thing in the world to me. I also don't like wine. Not as much as I hate beer, but I don't really care for it. I also don't like ale. And I don't like, I'm kind of like, blanking on the name of it. It's the thing that Vikings drink. It's like ale, but it's different. What the fuck is that word? So I know I bought Anna some and she liked it. What do the fucking Vikings drink? Mead! Mead! Yes. I don't like any of that stuff. What I do like, I've learned, is Kahlua. I love Kahlua. I like whiskey. I like vodka. And I like rum. Now, I understand those three things. I don't drink raw. Okay, so I'm actually kind of thinking maybe one of these rooms is like a room that you can't normally drop into. And like once I figure out which one, that'll like lead me to something. Nope. I like things mixed with things. I really like drink mixes. That's something I learned about myself. I like mixing things with other things. I like very fruity drinks. That's one thing I learned. I did try those wine cooler mix things, but the thing I didn't like about those is that they were nasty. If I'm being honest. The problem was that I've given this example before, I've given this comparison before, but I don't think I ever gave it on this particular channel. You know those freeze pops you'd get as a kid? They were basically big plastic condoms with juice in them. You'd freeze them. And you know how, like, sometimes when you'd get one, you'd let it, like, it would start to melt as you know, slurp on it. And then what would happen is you'd slurp all the juice out, and then all that would be left was the ice. And then you'd eat the ice, but it wouldn't be as good because you'd already slurped all the juice out of it. Because I think it was caused by the fact that like the juice and the ice melted at different rates or some shit. I don't know. But that's what those drink mixes were like for me. It wasn't the alcohol content that bothered me. It was how little actual fruit content. And I think that's probably on purpose. I think they, you know, probably skimp on that to save money or whatever. Like a cost saving bullshit. So yeah, there's nothing I can do here. So I don't know what this game wants from me. There's got to be a key I can get somewhere that will then allow me to open that door that says it's locked. That's got to be it. And then that door, I believe, will drain shit, and then that drains into the Valley of Drakes, and then I'm good to go. So what I need to do is I just need to like go back through the levels I've already been through. I'm just gonna bone it. Nope, I said I won't bone it. No, I said. Anyway, I've talked about this before, that I find it kind of comical that me liking, you know, fruity mixes is generally seen, like, you know, I fucking love White Russians. I've used to make them all the fucking time. That's usually seen as like a girly drink, kind of. You know, there's that, you know, stereotype of, oh, you're drinking a girly drink. But what I've always found hilarious about that is that is usually said by guys that are drinking beer. You know, they're drinking their fucking Budweiser and shit, and they think that makes them a man. I'm a man. I drive a truck. I'm a man. And if you know much about beer, it's usually like 5% alcohol or some shit. That's, you know, it has to be a low alcohol amount because they sell it in fucking grocery stores. And there's like laws against selling too much in, you know what I'm saying? But, I guess I could go back to the asylum and see if I can fight that demon off now. Let's go ahead and upgrade my hand.
Oh, hello. Oh, that's all.
Damn, you can go. I thought he would only go up to +5. Nice.
Goodbye then. Come back.
And then it's such a strange feeling being told that I'm drinking a faggy drink when I've got my fucking White Russian with fucking whenever I make a White Russian, I always give it what I call double the Russian. And I got this fucking, you know, 80 proof rum and 90 proof vodka and shit in it. And then I got this fucking asshole with his little 5% alcohol beer telling me I'm a fucking fag for drinking what I'm drinking. It's like, yeah, no. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, that's kind of at odds. Realizing that I'm a lightweight, but the things I like to drink are very heavy things. And so that leads to problems where I start pounding a whiskey or something, and then 5 minutes later, I'm just looped. Ah, fuck! I went the wrong way around. I went the wrong way around. I went the wrong way around. Ooh, ooh, I went the wrong way around. My eyes are watering. Nope. Go up the thing. That's how we play the video game. What was I saying before? I think I was talking about... The problem is and this isn't the alcohol, because anyone that's watched anything I do knows this is just how I am. I do one of two things. I start talking about something, and then start talking about something else, and I just never ever finish the original thought I had. Or, even worse, I finish the thought, and then 20 minutes later, I give the whole entire thing again, thinking I didn't finish it. But I was just saying, like, I think it'd be cool if the games had, like, a mode. Because that's, in my opinion, that is one thing that Dark Souls is missing. And that's extra modes. You might not know this about me. If you've watched every video I've ever done, and I don't know what kind of nut job would ever do that, but, you'd know that one thing I really like, you definitely know this if you watch my Bayonetta stuff, is I like challenge rooms. And what I mean by that is any video game that's ever done something... Can I... Yeah.
Give me...
I can actually fucking do this now. Okay, can I leave a copper coin? Do you want a copper coin?
No. No.
I think it's plenty soft, in my opinion. Just saying. Would you like some rubbish? Do I have to go away and then come back when you... I don't...
No. That...
It's an eyeball! How is an eyeball not warm and soft? Dragon Headstone?
No. That...
No? Alright. What about a cracked red eye orb? Fucking hell. No? Why aren't they giving me text? No? Alright. Well, I don't know what warm and soft is. What about an egg vermibouche? Oh, what about this red titanite? That should be warm, right?
No. That...
I didn't mean to do that. I would not say it was intentional. I'm so sleepy. Fuck. Fuck! Fuck! Wait, is there another level to that? There's another level to that. I didn't ever realize that. Hold on. Will you fucking... No! Oh. What? Okay. What's even happening? And I don't know how much I'm gonna play. I'll just, I won't be able to play too much. I'm somewhat low on room. Not low, like I got 300 gigs, but like one episode of this tends to take up like 80. But I'll make sure that before I stop, I give a, like statement like, okay, I'm done for tonight or something. So that in the episode following that, you know that it's like not the same day. Can you not do the things you're doing? How does just like touching me with that make me go jung 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 with damage? Like, you think after the first jung I'd like step the fuck away? I mean, theoretically.
You.
Yeah, can I get my item back? No, apparently not. Why would I? Twinkling, maybe?
No. That.
It's not warm, it's not soft. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, my friend. I don't actually know what the fuck you want. It's a lot more clear in the other games, because they want smooth and silkies. But that's not the case here. So I don't know. Now let's go around so we don't fall, because we need to go to the... There we go. I don't even know if I'm at a point where I can fight this thing yet. Last time it was bad. That's not so bad. Yeah, just keep doing that, because it's totally working for you. Yeah. So at the end of the day, there really wasn't much of a point. At the end of the day, I mean, I got the slab, which I know will come in handy. I got, I got some souls to spend. I think I'm good on health for now. I was using an extra bit of damage. Oh yeah, and I need to go to the blacksmith and upgrade my black bow, my Pharaoh bow. Hello. Yeah. Why not do it like that? Alright, now I'm gonna... I'm gonna go to the blacksmith. Get my Pharaoh bow. My Pharaoh bow. Upgraded. Then I'm gonna come back and go back to the Valley of the Drakes, since I kind of had to run around last time due to being kind of I wasn't weak against them, but when I ran into that group of 3 of them, I think I'd be able to take them. But I think I might be able to handle it now.
Well, you need it.
Alright, I'll come back once I get the large.
Don't get yourself.
Alright. Now that's gonna be slightly less damage, but I get a better shot range, and I'm getting better parameter bonus. So, yeah. There you go. And I'll just homie bone it, since I didn't rest at the other ones. Oh fuck, it's gonna take me back to the other thing, isn't it? No. Okay, I must have rested. Now let's go back down. And we'll go to the valley. And if that doesn't hold any secrets for us, I only have a few options left. I could go down to, I could go back down to Queequeg's domain. Queequeggy. Queequeg. And I said that I have to, I said that I have to make this point, but you always get people that want to be assholes about it. I know it's Queelag. I'm being funny. Leave me alone. I honestly can't think, because I remember this game isn't actually all that long compared to the second game and the third game, where they definitely kind of added a lot of levels. I know that once once I get to the Londies and stuff, I've only got a little bit left. I do go to Anno Londo in this game, don't I? Or was that not until the second game? I don't remember things. Leave me alone. I didn't mean to do that. I still didn't mean to do that. Okay. This, I believe, leads up back somewhere. I don't know. Pretty easy to stagger them, actually. No. Ah, fucked it. Ha. E. Oh. I'm coughing a lot. Now, oh, I got an idea for a way to make this not be as, I'm gonna put my pine resin on my sword before I go and fight them. Weren't you a little late on that? Just saying. I feel like you were late on it. Like the guy that makes it show up couldn't fathom that I'd be dumb enough to do that. Of course, I know David's guy is like a nervous wreck, pounding like 20 coffees every 5 minutes, keeping his finger hovering above the button. David has to be like, on some level he has to be a masochist, because like I give him so much abuse and he takes it all, and I don't know why. You know what's weird is I know I fought that one down there, and I don't remember coming across the bridge. I don't know. Ow. 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 Oh, I didn't know you could, like, do it that annoyingly. I don't think the fire is actually doing much difference. I don't think it is. Oh well. You're mean. You're mean. How did you do all that and then just land back where you came from? Ooh. What are you doing? I don't know why he's not fighting back. Come over here. I don't want to waste all my arrows. Oh, apparently I'm getting headshots now. don't agree with your methods, sir. I think that'll do it for this episode. And I'll just keep trying it, because I know that, like, I ran past them and then I climbed up a ladder, I believe, but I didn't, like, take a good amount of time to explore the area they were in. I don't want a chance that maybe there's, like, a hidden lever or some shit. So I'll do it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.